Hi you guys, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie and today I am tackling one of those things on my list that I just keep putting off. I hope you are going to do the same this week. And for me, I have chosen to work on today my photo organization. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about how I have organized my photos, what I'm currently doing, how far I'm behind, so you can see how badly I've been procrastinating this, and we'll go from there. So, as you may be aware, I am an avid scrapbooker, and so my photos are very scrapbook driven in the sense of I like to have them organized in a way that helps me with my scrapbook layouts. Now, I don't print my photos en masse. I actually print as I need them. I do print at home for the most part, and so this is a way that works for me. So in a perfect world, as I come across my photos and I upload them to my computer from my phone or my camera, I would break them into themes, whatever it is, whether it is like an event or a story that I want to tell or something like that. And in my file explorer, I do that by date. So if you look here in 2010, yes, I am that far behind. I have the date in the front, and then I have some sort of description. So here I've got January 2010, trip to Disneyland, and then I've got the words done behind it. And done tells me that I have printed these photos off, and they have either already been scrapbooked or they're waiting to be scrapbooked, but there's nothing that needs to be done with the photos any further. I've taken care of it. If you were to scroll down to the bottom, you will see that there are some that do not say done, and they have an X in front of that. And what the X means is that these have been reviewed, and I have determined what photos I want to print when I'm ready, but I haven't yet done that. So for instance, if you look at this particular directory for Universal Studios, I've got all my photos, and then I've got a little directory here that says to print. And within that, I've got different layouts. So I've got photos for around the park. Looks like I have 10 photos for that. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a single page layout. It could be a single, it could be a double, it could be 4 layouts. It's just as far as grouping this together, that's how I want, or that's the story that I want to talk around the park. And then I've got City Walk, so I've got 7 photos for that, and etc. When I pick these photos, I do not move the originals in there. I make copies and place them in here. So these are copies so that once I'm finished printing them, I can just delete this particular directory. I don't need to worry about do I need to put them back in the originals or anything like that. I just basically print them, switch this from to get rid of the X, and then I would put done behind here, and I know that that's been taken care of. Hopefully that makes sense. If we go down to 2011, you'll see that I have very few layouts done. I only have the one, but I do have a bunch of X's. So again, just to go through this particular example again, this is for my sister-in-law and niece's birthday. Here's all the photos. When I click onto print, I only have Andrea's birthday to print. The other ones I've already taken care of, and so they've been deleted, right? So I don't keep them if they've already been printed. This way I always know exactly where I am at. Here I've got one for a trip to Vancouver. Again, to print, I've broken it out by story or theme, and then within each one of those I will have all the photos that I want for that particular subject. When I do get ready to print, I will probably have a sketch or something to that effect, and I will, break it down accordingly and print to the size that I need. So that was 2011. If you'll notice in 2012, I do have a couple that say done on them, but not very many with X's, which means this is where I need to go back and start sorting these out. So 2012. So for instance here, I've got pictures of my car. This is when I was just first moving to California. So I would basically create a new directory. I would say to print, and I would copy all of these into that, just like this. Paste. And I do this very deliberately because now I can just go through here really quickly, delete the ones that I don't want, and whatever is left is what I would document, right? So I don't have to worry about losing my originals. They're there. I'm only working with the print directory. So now when I double click on this, now I will just quickly sort through these photos. So I am looking for photos that are very blurry, etc., or photos that don't really tell the story that I'm trying to get at. So for instance, I don't need to document this, so I am just going to delete it. Delete. Delete. And if I know that I have a whole range rather than delete them individually, if I can tell from the small pictures, I will do that as well. So I'll just go in here and then delete. Okay, so now that I've narrowed down the pictures that are good, quote unquote good, now I need to pick the pictures that I want to use to tell the story. And so I'm going to look at these in a little bit closer detail. I like this one because it's got a picture of my parents' house in the background as well as my car, and that all lends to the story. These other ones, while the pictures are fine, they were primarily taken because I was selling the car. So in this case, I don't think I need all of these, so I'm just going to delete these ones and keep this one photo. And now when I go back to here, I will put an X in the front so I know that this one is ready to be documented. I hope that makes sense. It will scroll it down at the bottom, but that's okay because I still have the dates, so once I remove the X, it will go back up in order. So literally this is all I am going to be doing. I am just going to be creating a new folder, call it to print, copy, paste, go in here. I'm going to scroll through them really quickly, find any photos that are not very good. So like this one here is not a great photo. There's some glare, the coloring looks weird, and so I'll just delete that so I don't even have to worry about it. See, this is of the same people, so this is a much better photo. I'm happier to keep that one. Now, if I get a photo like this one, which will still fit within the story of me leaving, it would also be a great photo to document my father's relationship with my nephews and nieces. And in that case, what I will do, if I want to tell a different story and use that photo for it, I will create a new folder in here, and I will call this Grandpa and Nathan, or Grandpa's Love, or something like that. And then I will just drag that photo over into there. Some of these other photos, for instance, I've taken a lot of my nephew here, and I think they are pretty cute. And I may want to just do a page documenting him, so I will add Nathan and take one of the photos and drag it into there. So basically this is a layout, this is a layout, and then I'm going to have another one that will document family get together and work get together and move things from one place to another. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope so. And just drag them over and delete the photos that I don't want. This is going to take me a while. I have no delusions that I'm going to get through this. Clearly I am in 2012 and we are now in 2021, so I have a lot of work ahead of me. But this is something that I can work on, you know, in the evenings. I can watch TV or a movie or something while I'm doing this, but this is a great week to tackle it. So let me know below if you are tackling one of those items on your list that you have been putting off, and how is your progress. And until next time, happy organizing.